More on this, we are joined now by research fellow at the Heritage Foundation and former Alabama Assistant Attorney General Alan Mendenhall. Alan, great to see you. So the 4th of July is expected to generate about $15.5 billion in consumer spending. And this year's celebration marks, of course, our country's 250th birthday. So talk to us about, this huge boom it's giving to the economy compared to maybe your typical 4th of July.
Yeah, well, thank you for having me. I missed my invitation to Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift's wedding. It must have been misplaced, but this is going to be a record-breaking 4th of July in terms of spending, and per person spending in particular is going to be record-breaking, and that's in part because we've got a lot more America 250 merchandise. We've got more tourism. Last year, consumer spending was about $14 billion, so we're spending, as I say, more than $1 billion over that level. We've got 72.2 million Americans traveling, which is near record travel. I'm one of them. I'm talking to you from a hotel room. My children are dutifully silent over here in the corner. And gas prices are coming back down. So after the Strait of Hormuz opened, we're now seeing about 30 to 50 ships getting through every day. That's about 100 fewer than before the Iran conflict, but it's a lot more than we saw in March and April. So as a result, gas prices are going down. UAE has left OPEC, so it's no longer subject to those quotas. It's pumping more oil, and we enjoy energy independence. So it's a great time to be an American.
Absolutely. And Dad, I hope you take the kids out for ice cream or a special lunch or something for being so good, because I know that's hard. Keep them quiet during this time. So the American Farm Bureau Federation Summer Cookout Cost Survey finds that in 2026, the classic 4th of July cookout for 10 people is going to cost about $73 or about $7.38 per person. And that amounts to an increase of $2.90, about 4% compared to last year. Let's talk a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so we've still got headline inflation at 4.2%. And of course, that's a figure that's gone up basically every month this year. But a lot of that has to do with, again, the same situation, the Strait of Hormuz, because headline inflation measures, according to the CPI, it measures food and energy costs, and those are up, and those are what consumers generally feel. But if you look at core inflation, that number's still down. It's still down below 3%, which is positive. So, not all negative news by that. And hopefully we'll see inflation begin to cool now that the strait is open and we're getting that gas flowing through the strait. Again, 20% of the world's oil supply goes through there. So it's a critical choke point. And when we start getting that supply up, then those prices are going to come back down.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, we're almost out of time, but quickly, since it's 4th of July, I know you're on vacation with your family celebrating the holiday. What are your thoughts on this 4th of July as we celebrate our 250th anniversary?
Well, it's a remarkable time to recall who we were. And one thing that's it's really important for us to recall the founding generation and the things they stood for. My kids and I were just at Mount Vernon last night celebrating. Speaker Mike Johnson was there. We heard music. We saw fireworks. But most importantly, we looked at, all these historic places and looked at George Washington and had that opportunity to recall the ideals that our country stands for. And those are the most important things to remember during this holiday season.
Absolutely. I agree. Well, Alan, thank you so much for being with us, and happy 4th to you.
You too.